We'll check out the Irving ISD's exhibition of elementary art.
We'll circle up for Saloon by Cirque and Awaaz.
And we'll have highlights from 2019 Irving's Got Talent.
All this and more coming up About Town.
Hello everyone, and welcome to About Town. I'm Brian Pitts.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman, and I cannot say, Mr. Brian Pitts, how thrilled I am to have you back with us. It's been a break, hasn't it?
It has been a little while.
Yeah, and I know you've been up to a ton of stuff. Can you reveal anything at this point?
I'm working quite a bit. It has been a fantastic beginning to the year. Some independent films and some projects. So
all right, good to
very
hear.
glad, and I'm very glad to be here.
Well, thank you. I'm always thrilled to see you, and we're going to pry some of those details out of you. Just watch. We want to make sure that everybody knows what a great job you're doing out there in Hollywood and Dallas and all of that good stuff. Anyway, I just had to say it about my friends. So we're happy that you could join us for details on celebrating Irving 2019.
And we'll also have news on the Los Colinas Symphony and an update on two great events, the Citywide Egg Hunt and Taste of Irving 2019.
As always, we'd love to hear from you, so let us know about a community event you'd like to promote on the show or a story that you'd like to see us cover.
You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on social media. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you.
The Irving Carrollton chapter of the NAACP hosted a diversity career fair at the Irving Art Center. Here's a look in this week's Arts Review.
The Irving Carrollton NAACP partnered with the City of Irving to host their inaugural Diversity Career Fair at the Irving Art Center. The career opportunities range from corporate to city employment.
We have the Irving Police Department, we have the Carrollton Police Department, we have the Census Bureau, we have the Omni Hotel that's here. We also have Amazon, we have Atmos, so we have a little bit of everything just for everybody.
Daniel Smiley, owner of Infocus Staffing, presented a workshop during the fair discussing how to market yourself for the right position.
You're going to be raising the attention of that particular person because that's where the attention of hiring managers are right now. It is on LinkedIn.
I think we provided a platform not only for the employees but also for the employees. I'm looking for the jobs, and so I think it helps build the economic within the city itself.
The Diversity Career Fair served as an opportunity and growth for the community. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
Learn more at irvingnaacp.org. Irving's youngest budding artists showed off what they've learned in their art classes at the annual Elementary Art Show. The only people more excited than the students might be their proud teachers. Here's a look.
The annual Irving ISD exhibition of student art kicked off with work from the district's youngest artists. There were lots of reasons to smile. Elementary students from kindergarten through 5th grade loved their art classes this year, and they were proud to say so.
I love to paint with stuff. It's so fun. I really like using paint and chalk pastel.
Their enthusiasm was impressive, and so was how much they learned.
This is the first year I had my 5th graders do embroidery.
Transition, mixing colors, gradient, and then we also learned about the color wheel, so you're going to see lots of bright colors.
Students learned art fundamentals like color, line, and shape as early as kindergarten.
So we have several different pieces of artwork that have different type of textures. So we have a kindergarten piece that involves foil and paint.
Every student had the opportunity to participate, displaying individual artwork.
It's like different colors on the different parts, and one's on the hand part and one's on the outside. It's really pretty like that. Pink is a basic color. Gold is like a really shimmery, smooth, and also like a kind of basic color.
There were also imaginative group projects like this sculpture made by T.J. Lee artists.
Every 3rd grader was able to make one clay fish sculpture, and then after they glazed them, we put them all together to make this giant sculpture.
Farine Elementary got in on the act with collaborative paintings by grade level.
The only rule was that while they could go on top of somebody else's, that
they couldn't cover up their original design, so that every student could go to the artwork when it was finished and be able to find what they added.
Projects like these teach teamwork and problem solving, skills learned in art class that can help prepare students for life outside the classroom.
We usually teach 6 of the 8 elements of art so that they have that foundation if they go into art later on.
So, you know, maybe you had an idea and then it messed up and then it turned into something even better.
What excites me the most is that kids that maybe are having difficulties in school or struggling in other areas, sometimes this is where they can blossom.
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
Check out the middle school's art show now through April 3rd in the Irving Art Center main gallery.
Metroplex audiences loved Cirque Awaaz when they stopped at the Irving Art Center on their national tour. They rustled up some fun, Western style in their new show, Saloon. Susan Stevens brings us the story.
High-flying stunts and an acrobatic musical graced the Irving Art Center as they presented Cirque Awaaz Saloon.
You'll hear some wonderful music and see some impressive acrobatics.
It's about this world. It's like the cowboy world in the far west where there's a saloon, and the saloon is full of characters. There's the owner, the sheriff, the lover. There's a whole story which is based on a love triangle, which is a woman who is in the saloon, and I'm in love with the woman, and I'm the owner of the saloon, but then this new guy comes, and she falls in love with that guy, which turns into a love triangle, and the whole show is based around that.
The show features live music and all sorts of exhilarating acrobatics.
Hand-to-hand, which is like partner acrobatics, with a girl and a guy jumping on top of each other. There's hand balancing on top of piano. There's some Cirque wheel, like a big hoop, and a girl spins in it. And there's teeter-board, which is the board like this. 2 people jump and they do flips, land, and catapult each other in the air. But there's a lot of other like floor acrobatics, like a lot of stuff around it as well happening.
Though the acts are exciting, for acrobat Andreas de Rick and musician Paul Roberto, their thrills come from performing their passion in front of a live crowd.
It's a lot of fun. It's really nice to sing for thousands of people all the time and get to experience new environments and meet new people.
For me, I always loved acrobatics. I always loved jumping around and getting rid of my energy, especially doing flips, and I've always had a passion for gymnastics. I've never done gymnastics, but I always wanted to just do flips, and I was passionate by it, so then teeter-board was really exciting for me the first time I tried it, and immediately that's what I want to do. And
inspired by legends of the Wild West, Saloon serves a comedy adventure that's entertaining for everyone.
It's a really fun show. It's really fun to watch. Like, it's really easy to get caught in the world immediately. Like, as soon as the show starts, I feel like you get immediately sucked up in the world of that the show creates. And it's just musically really nice. Like, there's a lot of really good music in the show, theater and acrobatics, so it has the whole package. So if you want to have a really good time, I think it's good to come see the show.
Set to the music of Johnny Cash and Patsy Cline, Saloon lassoed audiences with their electrifying acts and toe-tapping tunes. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
To learn more about great performances coming up soon, visit irvingartcenter.com.
April is approaching fast, and that means it's time to celebrate Irving's heritage.
Mary Higby and Thomas Anich join us with details on celebrating Irving 2019.
It's great to see you guys, as always, but teamed up. So I usually see you separately, so this is good. So Mary, we're getting ready to celebrate, but why do we celebrate in April?
Well, because Washington Irving was born on April 3rd in 1783, and it just seems natural to celebrate the whole month.
Thomas, tell us about the Friends and Family Night.
Sure, our Friends and Family Game Night is going to be on Friday, April the 5th from 6 to 8:30. And it's for the entire family, and it's a free event. And we're going to have board games and some jacks, maybe even some hopscotch. And it's designed for multi-generations to get together, put the cell phones away, and really have a chance to interconnect together and have conversations and just kind of have fun without all the hustle and bustle outside.
Yeah, I love that idea. And I think it's a great, as you said, a great way to get families together. And that includes the teens because, you know, they might want to be attached to those cell phones, but they don't have to be. They can learn about Irving history. So that's just the kickoff, though. There's a bunch else going on. Can you give us a couple of highlights?
We're really excited about that, though. Yes, we have John Dennis Anderson coming, and he portrays Washington Irving Irving in a variety of ways. He's going to do a Chautauqua program on the 13th at 2 p.m. at the South Library, and that morning he'll be at the Irving Art Center doing a presentation making history come alive and involving some of the young people out of the audience to come up and help him with his presentation.
Oh, that's great.
And the following day will be an art reception and recognition for people who have entered the art exhibit. It's not a competition, just an exhibit. That will be at J.C. Park Center for the Arts at 2 p.m.
That's wonderful.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thomas, tell us about the Irving Trivia Night.
Well, I would actually like to defer that question to Miss Higbee. I think she could give you some better information on it.
You know, this is our 12th year, and it's a competition of teams made up of no more than 4 people. We have no rules except that you may not cheat, and it is a hoot. We don't take ourselves very seriously, and we have a lot of fun. That's on the 27th, and it'll be at what they call the Annex Building, which is the old Central Library at 801 West Irving Boulevard, 9:30 on the 27th. Teams need to get registered soon, and the competition is fierce because there's a great big trophy.
Absolutely.
Food and fun.
It's always, all of the events are always so much fun, and I love the idea of bringing as many people in the community together to learn about history and what makes Irving so special. So thanks once again to the committee for putting together a great event. Thanks for getting involved, Thomas.
Yeah.
Folks, we're doing this kickoff, the Friends and Family Game Night. That's Friday, April 5th at 6 p.m. at Lively Point Youth Center. But as you saw, there's more to come, so check out the entire list of events at irvingheritage.com and register for the trivia contest. The coming-of-age drama gets a complex and nuanced new spin with the Canadian film Giant Little Ones. Cynthia Flores brings us this review.
Hi, I want to tell you about a new independent film that's out called Giant Little Ones. It's a fascinating coming-of-age story starring Maria Bello, Taylor Hickson, Kyle MacLachlan, Peter Outerbridge, Darren Mann, and John Wiggins as the lead character, Frankie, a quiet, boy-next-door type who's navigating all the changes and challenges that growing up can bring in this modern age.
I was thinking I could stay overnight at your place after your birthday party.
Dude, these girls want it just as much as you guys do.
She's hot and she wants to spend the night. Couldn't be more perfect, Frankie.
The film uses the story of Frankie and his best friend Ballas, 2 popular teen boys who have been best friends since childhood. They grew up together along with Ballas's older sister Diane, hanging out and riding their bikes all over the neighborhood. Now the boys are popular and on the high school swim team together, while Diane has become an outsider from them and their classmates. She doesn't even come to Frankie's blowout birthday party where something happens between the boys at night.
Got you something for you again.
Been best friends for most of our lives. There's nothing you can't tell me. Alice, wait.
Giant Little Ones goes beyond the typical gay teen flick and instead deals with sexuality and falling in love on a case-by-case situation instead of a blanket one-size-fits-all that we see in most Hollywood films. Instead, the often painful politics of it all, hetero, homo, teen, and adult sexual desires are explored in a very believable and relatable way. Frankie is left to navigate his feelings about his best friend, all because of a one-time drunken event.
Never would have happened if we weren't wasted.
You and Ballas did something that straight guys don't normally do.
What are you doing?
Moving lockers?
What for?
What the hell do you think?
Your dad's here.
You know, I have a pretty good idea what you're going through.
I thought it was supposed to be acceptable these days for kids to experiment.
Isn't that the kind of thing your type like?
Things get confusing for Frankie because he doesn't want to find out that he's gay, just like his father that came out of the closet and divorced his mom. Also, he's finding romantic solace and a real friend in Diane, who befriends him once her brother and the rest of the school shun him too.
He's just doing what he's always done. Jess is running around making sure everyone knows her boyfriend's straight.
Can I walk to school with you?
You realize that together we make one giant target, right?
I don't like my sister being used, just so people think you're into girls.
Things change. Close friendships can change.
What are you so afraid of?
I love the fact that this film's not the typical teen movie Hollywood cranks out with fast-paced, witty banter and lots of quick editing cuts to pop music. It's much larger than that. The storyline is achingly believable and encompasses not just Frankie's story, but that of the people around him. Also, the widescreen cinematography of Guy Godfrey is lush and adds to the stylized direction of Keith Berman. Giant Little Ones is rated R for content and not nudity, so this is a film that everyone, gay or straight, can relate to. It deals with real issues in this current climate of sexual fluidity that teen and adults have to face nowadays. It's a smart film with a heart.
Sounds like you had experience with somebody you really loved. Could be that simple. I suggest you just pay attention to who you're drawn to. And don't worry too much about what to call it.
Giant Little Ones is playing in an exclusive engagement at the Angelica Film Center in Dallas. Plans for the Las Colinas Symphony Orchestra's 2019-2020 season are already underway.
Conductor Robert Carter Austin and Executive Director Darren Rich join us with news on the orchestra. Welcome.
It is always a pleasure to see you and wonderful to have you in the studio with us, Maestro.
Delighted to see you again, ma'am.
You've got some lovely things planned for next season, and I think there's something to do with plants. Tell us about your theme.
Well, believe it or not, our season theme is music that grows on you. Turns out that many of the great composers liked flowers and trees, and so they wrote pieces about them. So we're playing pieces like Johann Strauss Jr.'s Tales from the Vienna Woods, Respighi's masterpiece, The Pines of Rome, Tchaikovsky's Waltz of the Flowers. You get the idea.
Yeah, I like the idea a lot. Sounds like a season we'll all want to get involved with, yes?
Yes. And speaking of being involved, I understand that there is a season subscriber program. Can you tell us about the benefits of that?
Yes, so we sell various types of subscriptions for our season, and subscribers get a lot of different benefits. First and foremost, they get the best seats at the best prices. But some other perks are the Gourmet Season card, which gives you discounts at local restaurants. You have a lot of flexibility to mix and match the tickets as fits your schedule. Plus, we're going to start planning a few special exclusive receptions for our subscribers next season, too.
Sounds fantastic.
It does sound wonderful. I love the combination at any point in time of great music and great food. So my hat's off to you. I think that's a great idea. So any little surprises we should know about what you've got planned for the season? Any guest artists and that kind of thing?
Well, our guest artists come from all over the world, and we've got a violinist coming from Italy and a cellist coming from Canada, and pianists from 2 or 3 different countries, all of them, you know, virtuosos on their instruments. The orchestra members themselves come from 19 different nations. That's how competitive it is to get into the Las Colinas Symphony. So put them together, it's a mighty sound. You don't want to miss it.
Absolutely. It sounds like it's going to be a delightful season. Thank you guys so much for coming to share the information with us. Folks, to find out more and to get those season tickets, visit LasColinasSymphony.org.
The name says it all. Irving's Got Talent. And as you'll see in this next story, Irving teens brought their A game to this year's competition. Susan Stevens brings us these highlights.
Backstage, the talent is practicing, while inside the auditorium, the crowd is getting ready for the annual teen talent competition, Irving's Got Talent.
We're going to have 18 acts tonight, and we're going to have a little bit of everything. We're going to have some instrumentalists, some vocalists, and some dancing.
Like you said they signed to you, like who?
I think the community will be very surprised how many talented teens we have here. And it's a great opportunity for them to come see all this hard work they put in, and it's actually a really good show.
The acts range from violin to interpretive dance to stunning vocals to even out-of-the-box performances. Though all the teens were gifted, awards were handed out to the best vocalist, the best pianist, best instrumentalist, and best movement.
And then we will have a People's Choice Award. And to vote for that, it is a text-in vote, and we open the polls at the end of the performance. And everybody in the audience has a chance to text in their vote, and it's tallied backstage, and we award the People's Choice.
The winner for People's Choice Award goes to Abigail Durant.
But the evening is not about the awards. It's about allowing these teenagers the opportunity to showcase their artistic abilities.
It blows me away how much talent we have here in Irving, and every year I really look forward to the experience these kids get to have. I mean, it's a full stage with a tech crew behind them, and it's just a good experience for them.
Congratulations to all of this year's participants for providing the community with yet another unforgettable Irving's Got Talent. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
To get in on the act with other teen programs, visit the Lively Point Youth Center at 909 North O'Connor Road.
Spring is in the air, and there's lots of buzz about Irving events that are coming up soon.
Amy Sturman is here with the details. Welcome.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Yes, good to see you guys.
You are just not going to be busy enough
no,
this next couple of weekends, are you?
No.
So coming up on the 6th, coming up fast, is the citywide egg hunt, which kids in this community look forward to every year. So what are we looking forward to this year?
Okay, we're excited. We're going to be having over 20,000 eggs that we'll be throwing out for the kids at different age groups. The Easter Bunny will be there, and we'll have some arts and crafts and a balloon artist. So lots to do and exciting times.
Yeah, they're going to love that.
Wow, with all that going on, can you tell the parents about getting their kids ready for that
Yes,
event?
absolutely. Make sure to be there before your hunt, 15 minutes prior. There's going to be 3 different age groups, 3 different egg hunts. The first one's for ages 3 to 5. No parents are allowed in the hunt area, but that will start at 10 o'clock. And then the next age range will be 4 and 5, and that will start at 10:30. And then the last one will be for 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. That will start at 11 o'clock.
All righty, and they will just get to run through Heritage Park looking for those eggs and going crazy.
And make sure not to forget your camera, because we will have the Easter Bunny there. So
yes.
always a favorite.
And then the very next weekend is Taste of Irving.
Yes.
And that is always so much fun. Great restaurants, great music. So tell us about that.
Okay. We're going to have over 20 restaurants and vendors there, so you can sample different foods from different styles and types of food. We'll have a main stage with 3 artists starting at 12:30, 2:30, and 4:30. Different genre of music. We'll have TBA music there at 12:30. We'll have Northern National, who's gone on national tour, so excited that they'll be joining us in Irving. And then Loyal Sally will be there to end the event for us.
Yeah, that's going to be a ton of fun.
Yes.
Wow, I'm getting hungry thinking about all that stuff. And preparing myself for such a feast is a lot of work as well. So tell us a little bit how we can prepare ourselves for attending that event.
Okay, great. It's going to be important. We offer free shuttles. From this year, there is a change. We're going to be shuttling from Barbara Bush Middle School at 515 Cowboy Parkway. So make sure to park there, and we'll shuttle people ongoing until the end of the event to and from.
All righty. Yeah. So is there a ticket price for either of these events?
These are both free events and open to anyone to attend. So we look forward to a great turnout and seeing everyone to come sample all the great things we have to offer.
Fantastic. So folks, that's a honey of a deal. Citywide Egg Hunt is Saturday, April 6th, starting at 9:30 and wrapping up at 11:30 a.m. at Heritage Park. And then the following weekend, Taste of Irving, Saturday, April 13th, noon to 6 p.m. at Cimarron Park Recreation Center. Get your taste buds ready, folks. It's going to be fun. Nancy Macco, The Fragile Bee, is on display in the Irving Art Center Carpenter Lobby through April 28th. Here's a look at her work and a list of fun things that will keep you busy as a bee. About Town. And here are some other events with lots of buzz happening about town. You can still catch Night of the Iguana, Mainstage Irving Las Colinas' critically acclaimed drama, but only through March 30th. Showtime is 7:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday in the Dupree Theater.
The Irving Symphony Orchestra presents Spectrum, a tribute to Motown, on Saturday, March 30th at 7:30 p.m. in Carpenter Hall.
Take your preschooler to Jumpstart Stories and Art for a fun day exploring color. That's Thursday, April 4th at 10 a.m. at the Irving Art Center.
And Irving kicks off the NEA Big Read with a sock hop at the Heritage Senior Center. Join them for a blast with Chast on Tuesday, April 9th at 6:30 p.m. Learn more at cityofirving.org/library. For tickets to all events at the Irving Art Center, call 972-252-ARTS. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time when we'll check out the Irving ISD Middle School's art show.
We'll also attend the Dr. Seuss party at the South Irving Library, and we'll have highlights from the North Texas Teen Book Festival.
One of my favorite events of the year. We'll leave you tonight with another look at Irving's Got Talent. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Brian Pitts. Have a great evening about town.
Absolutely.